Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Crossing the Socio-Path. In this video, we're going to talk about narcissists and gifts.
Oh baby, when you're near, my heart is trembling. How we gon' get it on? I am anticipating. There's something about you so attractive. One thing's for sure, you got me reacting.
My name is LaChance, Psychic Love Coach, and this is my series, Crossing the Socio-Path. So this video I'm actually really excited to do because I have a visual example for you. So you definitely want to watch this video all the way through so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So narcissists and gifts. So this is a funny topic to me, because I've experienced this with every narcissist that I've been through. You cannot give a narcissist a gift. Well, you can if you want to, which we genuinely try to do, or we generally try to do when we are involved with these types of people. However, they have a problem, a crazy problem with accepting gifts. For example, all right, so I got some stories for you guys, all right? So get comfortable for this one. So the first time I tried to get a narcissist a gift is when I went to Costa Rica. I went to Costa Rica and I had gotten my ex-boyfriend, Dracula. Yes, I know about the name. That was my first red flag. Okay. So I had gotten my ex-boyfriend, Dracula. I got him some hot sauce and a little spoon from Costa Rica, right? And I had to smuggle that shit in my bra because I forgot to put it in my carry-on. I mean, my luggage anyway. So I had to smuggle this hot sauce in from another country, right? So I give my ex this hot sauce. And once I get back and I give him his gifts, this person, my ex, all of a sudden he's like, you're acting different. You're acting different. You're not the same. If you've been with a narcissist, you know how they do that, right? You know how they do that. They're always like, you're different. You're acting the same. You've changed, or something's off, or it happens a lot. Maybe not with everyone. I don't think that happened with my last narcissistic ex, but I know it happened with the first two that I dated. So with that sociopathic ex, he was talking about how I was different, how I changed, which automatically meant that I cheated when I was in Costa Rica. And so now, because I was a cheater, I was a whore. And now because I was a whore, then he didn't want to accept my gift. So what he ended up doing was he ended up taking the gifts that I got him. And when I was, during this time, the place that I was living in an apartment building, and my window faced the street. Across the street from me was a convalescent home. It was a rehabilitation center. And what this person did was he decided to come to my house, and then because I was different, which meant I must have cheated, he went and he left the gifts that I gave him outside of my window across the street in front of the convalescent home, in front of the rehabilitation center. Left it in the doorway of the rehabilitation center so I can look out and see that I was being punished for being different and for being a whore. Like, they don't accept gifts. They don't like to accept gifts because narcissists don't think that they're worthy of gifts. They don't think that they're worthy of people giving them things, of being kind to them, of doing things for them. Well, they actually know, they do think they're worthy of people doing things for them. They want everybody to do everything for them. But they don't think that they're worthy of these nice, kind gifts. So they will destroy them. They will give them back. So there was that situation with the hot sauce and the spoon. So then after that, another situation happened where I had wanted to get another gift from my ex-boyfriend, Dracula. I don't know why I didn't learn the first time. Why didn't I learn the first time? So I wanted to get this person a gift. So what I did was I gathered up some books of mine, took them to the used bookstore. I traded in these books, and I got a vintage 1930s Dracula scrapbook for my ex. I gave it to him. He appeared happy, which, once you've been involved with narcissists, or when you know more about them, you know that they don't have happiness. Happiness is not an emotion that they're capable of having. So when they pretend that they're happy, that's them pretending to make you think that they feel a certain type of way. But he pretended like he was happy about it. And then maybe a week later, My ex Dracula calls me after not talking for 2 days. And he says, oh, what are you doing tonight? I said, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my neighbor. Okay, well, we had plans tonight. No, we didn't. I haven't talked to you in 2 days. Well, we had plans tonight. Well, you can't hang out with her. Well, I'm sorry. And I tell him, I'm sorry. I already made these plans, so this is what I'm going to do. I guess he didn't like those apples. So what he decided to do, even though I said I was busy, was this man drives to my apartment, given if you're from Los Angeles, right? I live in the San Fernando Valley. He was in Los Angeles, which means he had to drive down the 405 freeway. And even if you're not from LA, you may have heard about the 405 freeway. He had to drive down the 405 freeway to get to my house. Like, that's some serious, like, intention right there. I'm not going to go down the 405 to mess with anybody. I'm sorry. I don't like driving that much. Anyway, so this person comes to my apartment without my invitation, and he listens outside my neighbor's window. And maybe he couldn't hear enough, I don't know. But he then decided to make his way inside of my apartment complex. He makes his way inside my apartment complex. He goes up to my neighbor's apartment, and I guess he listens to our conversation outside the door, supposedly. And supposedly he didn't like what he heard. So what he decided to do was take the scrapbook, the 1930s vintage scrapbook that I traded my books to get this person, and he rips the book up. And I think he came prepared to do this. He definitely came prepared to do this now that I think about it. See, it's like years later, you still start putting two and two together, because he said that he happened to have a paper bag. That means he knew what he was coming there to do. So he takes the book that I get him and he rips the book up into a million pieces, puts it in this plastic bag that he must have knew that he was coming here to use, okay, regardless of what he heard or not. And he ends up taking the scrap pieces of paper that he tore up and sprinkling them from my neighbor's apartment down the hallway, over the bridge, into the next hallway, down the hallway to my apartment building. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at that now.
So this is my hallway right now. That's my door. That's in the hallway. And apparently Dracula was so mad that I was spending time with a neighbor, even though he knew it, that this is what he did. Tore up a book that I really wanted to get him and sold my books to get him. He tore them up, ripped them up down my hallway, and they're even through that door. What does a John think about that? And that. That sucks. I love you a lot.
Who does that? Who does stuff like that? Narcissists. Narcissists do stuff like that because they cannot accept gifts. Lastly, another situation that happened to me, the last situation here is my last ex-boyfriend, who I'm calling Dan. I'm calling him Dan. My last ex-boyfriend, I had gotten him some gifts for his birthday. I got him a cool book. I think I got him like the weed etiquette book. I got him like a little pillow thing that said "Love you to the beach and back," because he lived by the beach. And then when he went ahead and, discarded me, what he did was he ended up like packing up all my stuff and like giving me back the gifts that I got him, the book that I got him. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with this? Like, I didn't buy this for myself. I'm not gonna read this. Like, why don't you, like, this is a book for you. Like, you take this, you keep it. And he was like, oh, well, I felt bad and I didn't think that I should keep it, and I felt bad, but I really did want it. As if that's how he talked. I really did want it. I'm sorry. So he ended up keeping the book. But it's like, it's just so weird how narcissists, how they do not accept gifts for nothing. They just don't accept gifts. So if you're dealing with somebody and you see this behavior, just be mindful. You know, you could be dealing with the narcissist. If you have trouble giving somebody gifts, just be mindful. Watch more of these videos and see if more that resonate with you, because you could be dealing with the narcissist. So that's all I have to say about narcissists and gifts. Crazy, right? That's all I have to say about narcissists and gifts. Go ahead and thumbs up and like this video, all right? Comment if you've experienced something similar. If you know anybody who's experienced something similar, share these videos. You don't know who can benefit from these videos. You don't know who, you know, what your coworker is going through behind closed doors, what they're not telling you. You don't know what your friend is going through behind closed doors and they're not telling you. People need to hear this information. The more people that hear this information, the more we can stop these narcissists from breaking the hearts of another person, from abusing another person, from taking another innocent, loving, empathic, good person down. So share these videos, comment. Also subscribe to my channel if you are new, subscribe to my channel if you are returning and you have not subscribed already. You can also check out your psychic love readings on my channel as well. I have them under each zodiac sign. So comment, share, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you here again soon for another episode of Crossing the Sociopath or for a love reading. See you soon. Bye for now.